Hey guys, Merry Christmas. I hope that you all are having a great Christmas today. I thought I would film a chatty get ready with me. Today is actually Christmas Eve and I'm getting ready to head out to church this morning for like the Christmas Eve service. So I hope that you guys are enjoying today with your families. I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom you all in and get into this chatty get ready with me. Yeah, I have to hurry today because I'm already running behind. It's Christmas Eve, so I don't wanna be late. But today, this is also a special video because I'm sharing with you guys my end of the year favorites, like what my best beauty products or my most like used beauty products were, my favorite ones from this year of 2017. I just thought this would be a lot more useful to share it with you guys in a chatty get ready with me than just, you know, showing you guys the product. I thought I would actually use it on my face and do like a best of beauty face today. And I thought I would be super festive today and drink out of my cute little owl Christmas mug. So cute. So this was my favorite like primer sunscreen of this year. And this is the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence in 50+. And I discovered this product this year. I heard about this product from Lisa D1. She loves this stuff and it is so good. It's a great sunscreen. I mean, I've raved about it all year, but it's a great sunscreen because it does not feel greasy or heavy under foundations. And it's like a primer. It's like a primer slash like lotion. My favorite foundation this year was the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, the foundation and the concealer. I know I didn't use this all the time in my videos, but outside of YouTube, I constantly use this stuff. Like I used a full bottle of it up, so I had to repurchase a new one. But this foundation is just amazing for normal to dry skin. It gives your skin, I'm gonna go ahead and start applying it. It has a good just light to medium coverage. It's not too heavy. It has a nice natural finish to it. Like it's not too matte, it's not too dewy. I had other foundations that, you know, I enjoyed. You guys know that I love my Revlon Color Stay and my Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. And I have some other like my Maybelline Fit Me Prime and Smooth, or what is it? Is that what it's called? Dewy and Smooth. I really love that foundation. There's so many foundations that I love, but this was the foundation that I used the most this year. See, I just love the finish of this. I know I haven't said it yet, so it probably seems extra like dewy, but it's just beautiful on the skin. It's so hydrating. So if you have dry skin, this foundation is awesome. I'm not for sure how well it does on oily skin, but if you have normal to dry, this foundation is awesome. The concealer was my favorite concealer this year. I mean, you guys know that I had other concealers that I love. The Maybelline Fit Me, the NARS Creamy Radiant or Radiant Creamy. I also fell in love with this concealer this year. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This was also really good. It's just getting a little hard for me to use this one because this is the lightest shade that they make and it's getting a little too dark for me now. So I kind of have to use that more when I have a little bit of color to my skin. But yeah, this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer is really good because it covers really well, but at the same time, like it's not a really heavy concealer and it's very hydrating on the under eye area. It's not irritating. So yeah, I just love this concealer. Like I just feel like it does such a good job of like covering dark under eye circles and brightening. And I don't have any issues with this creasing on me. And it also works good as like an eyeshadow primer. I mean, if you had super oily lids, it may crease, but on me, with my normal to dry skin, I never have any issues with it creasing. And then I feel like these two products will not come as any surprise. I feel like they're always in my yearly favorites. But the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder and the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. These setting products are just my favorite. I don't even use hardly anything else because these are just my standbys, my holy grails. So I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. flat top brush to set this. This was another like favorite this year. I just loved using this brush to set my foundations. It's just a really great brush and it's super affordable. And then with the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder, it's kind of like the Laura Mercier secret brightening powder or something like that that you can use, you know, under your eyes to just set your concealer to keep it from creasing and to just lighten up the area a little bit. For brows, my favorite brow products this year was the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and this L'Oreal Prep and Shape Pro Kit. I don't have the NYX pencil on me, like I used it up and I need to repurchase a new one. But as you can see, this brow product was very well loved this year. I just dropped my brow gel. But it has like a wax on one side and a powder on the other. I'm just gonna go ahead and comb through my brows. And then first, I just put the wax on. The wax just sets your brows in place and it helps the powder to have something to stick to, so this product lasts all day long. So I just, you know, go underneath first and then go on top to fill in. And then I just flick a little bit of it up through my brows. And the shade that I have been using in this brow stuff is the medium to deep shade, but they also make a light to medium shade too, which is really good. I mean, towards the end of this year, I've been using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I've really been loving that stuff. I don't know, I just go in my phases where sometimes I'll use brow powders, other times I use brow pencils, and then sometimes I use the pomades. So it really just depends on my mood. But yeah, I've been loving the pomade more recently. And then I just take the spoolie and just comb through my brows at the end just to blend everything together. The L'Oreal Brow Stylist Brow Plumper, and this is in the light to medium shade. I also really enjoyed the Essence Make Me Brow and the Benefit Gimme Brow. The Essence Make Me Brow, I do like that one, but the shade that I have is like a little too, I mean, it's not too dark for me to use, but I've just been enjoying like a lighter brow gel, so I need to go back and pick up the lighter one. But it is a good, like, affordable option to the Benefit Gimme Brow. But this L'Oreal brow stuff, I just really like it because it has, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of has like a metallic finish to it, which seems like that would be kind of weird to use that on your brow. But I feel like it gives your brows depth. I don't know. That's why I just enjoy using the lighter one with the darker brow powder. I just feel like it gives your brows more depth, and since my hair kind of has that golden undertone, I just feel like this brow gel works really well, and I don't know. I just love it. Then for bronzers, I had two that I used a lot this year. The NARS Laguna bronzer and this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I discovered this butter bronzer this year and I just fell in love with it. I love the packaging on it. I know that some people might think it's tacky, but I think it's cute. I love the little palm leaves and stuff, and I love the way this stuff smells. It just smells like the beach, like sunscreen and coconuts. I love the color of it. It has a little bit of like a sheen to it. It's not a shimmer. And this one is, I think, a little lighter than the NARS Laguna. Let me swatch them. I mean, actually swatched, they look pretty close, and actually the Physicians Formula one looks a little darker. So that's NARS Laguna, and then that's the butter bronzer. And then I'm just going in with my Jane Ardell Chisel powder brush. I'm just gonna blend that here, like on my cheekbones. Actually, I don't wanna go in with that. Actually, I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. This was like a favorite bronzer brush of the year. Love this brush for bronzing. Like, it's not too big, and it's not too small. And then I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques powder brush. This was another favorite this year. Another good brush for bronzing. I especially like this brush for like up at my forehead because it is larger. I feel with this buffing brush, it's a little kind of small to get up there. Might need to zoom out so you guys can see what I'm doing up here. And usually I bronze before I do my brows because as you can see, I just messed my brows up. I'm already like so running behind today. The story of my life. I just like get up. I got up in plenty enough time, but I always like just get sidetracked doing other stuff, you know, like, I don't know, like I edited some videos this morning and then I got on Ulta's website because I have like a 20% off coupon. Need to pluck these eyebrows over here. I have a 20% off coupon for Ulta that they sent me in the mail that I need to use by the end of today. And I've been meaning to use it, but I just keep forgetting about it. So yeah, I don't know. I just always find things that sidetrack me in the morning. And then I was like cleaning up, finished like putting away the dishes and stuff like that in the kitchen. So I don't know, I always get sidetracked. My favorite and most used blush this year was this Jafra Cream Blush in Cashmere Peony. This color is so pretty. I've kind of forgotten about it. Like I used it a lot in the summer and then once I moved here, I kind of forgot about it, I guess because, you know, I had all my stuff just scattered about. But it's just a beautiful pink. I love the finish of this blush. Even though it is a cream blush, it doesn't settle in the pores. It lasts for a long time. Like it, you know, it lasts all day on your cheeks. It's just such a pretty color. You have to be kind of careful with it because if you put too much down, you kind of have to dab off so you don't put too much down. But it's just a beautiful pink, like everyday pink blush color. And it was my most used blush this year. I mean, I definitely have a ton of other blushes that I love, but I discovered this blush this year when Jafra sent this to me and I fell in love with it and just used it a ton, especially like this summer. I used it so much. I had a really hard time trying to figure out what my highlighter of the year was because I felt like I just used a bunch of different ones throughout the year. I don't really think I have like a favorite one this year, but the one that I did discover this year that I love, that I fell in love with, is this Laura Mercier Baked Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and this is in Highlight 01. And it's a beautiful, just buildable highlight. Like if you want it to look really natural, you can just apply a little bit of it or you can build it up to a really intense highlight. So yeah, I fell in love with this highlight this year. And I know that this is expensive, but it is a really nice highlight and I feel like this would last forever. A good dupe to this, like it's not exactly like it, but if you wanted an affordable option, the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter is pretty close to this. For eyeshadows, there were a ton of eyeshadows that I used this year, but my favorite palettes that I discovered, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, I fell in love with this palette this year. I know I didn't really use this like every single day or anything like that. Usually on a day-to-day basis, I don't really wear eyeshadow that much, like to work and everything like that. This is my favorite Too Faced palette. I love it better than any of the chocolate bar palettes. It's just a really great palette and the packaging is super cute on it. The Maybelline The City Mini palettes. I loved both of the palettes that I picked up, but the one I used the most this year was the one in Rooftop Bronzes. I think the shadows in here are so beautiful. I just love this one. I also really enjoyed these Maybelline single eyeshadows that you all recommended to me. And you guys know that I love all my other eyeshadows, my Wet n Wild ones, my Urban Decay like Naked palettes, just all my other palettes I love as well, but these were the ones that I probably used the most this year and also discovered this year. Sorry about that, my camera just cut off. I'm gonna be going in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette today and just do like a basic kind of look. I'm running out of time, so I gotta just kind of do something simple for you all today, but I also wanna do something kind of festive. First, I'm just gonna go in with the shade Georgia, and I'm just using that on my Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm just gonna brush this in the crease. I mean, when it came to eyeshadow primers this year, I mean, I love my Milani eyeshadow primer and I have those Maybelline ones, the Master Prime. eyeshadow primers, which I also love those. But I have kind of discovered that with eyeshadow primers, they irritate my eyelids really bad. So I can't really use eyeshadow primers anymore. Like, I know I was using those Maybelline ones, but they were actually irritating my eyelids as well. So I had to stop using those. So I guess I'm just gonna start using just concealer to prime my eyelids, because I don't know what is in eyeshadow primer, but I cannot use that stuff. Then for my brow bone highlight, I'm just going in with White Peach, and I'm just gonna brush that here under my brows. Then to kind of spice this up, this look up today, make it look a little bit more festive, I'm gonna go in with Nectar, which is this really pretty gold. And I might actually use the gold in here too, some of the golds. And I'm just gonna pat that on my lid. It's kind of like right here. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Maybelline The City Mini palette, and I'm gonna grab this gold right here. I love that gold in this palette, it's so beautiful. I mean, it's actually really similar to that Nectarine, now that I see it like next to each other. The Maybelline one is a little bit more like shimmery than that Nectarine. I'm just gonna put it here in the inner corner. Then I'm gonna go in with this brown up here in the Maybelline Rooftop Bronzes, and I'm just gonna pat that out here. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit of that brown and put it here on the lower lash line, just right out here. And then I'm just gonna go in with this Jane Ardell crease brush, get a little bit more of that brown on there and just kind of blend here in the outer corner. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Christmas. We're going over to my parents' house for Christmas morning, and Josh's mom is actually gonna come with us, so that'll be really nice. And I'm so excited that Micah and his wife are gonna be able to be there. So we're just gonna have like our Christmas breakfast, and then we're gonna open up gifts and just spend time together. And I'm so looking forward to it tomorrow. So I'm just using little circular motions and windshield wiper motions to blend that into the outer V. Just kind of blend that out. And then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more Georgia from the Sweet Peach palette. I hope my lights aren't too bright today. Now when I'm looking at this, they look so bright. Let me turn them down just a little bit now that I'm almost done with the video. And then I'm just gonna blend that in the crease, make sure everything's blended good. Okay, and then for my liner, my favorite liners this year were these gel liners from L'Oreal, the Lacquer Liner 24-Hour L'Oreal Infallible like gel liners. Black is Black and Espresso. Espresso is like a really dark brown, and obviously Black is Black is a really dark black. So those were like my most used liners this year. But a second favorite, which I just discovered like last month, the Tarte Double Take Liner. This is becoming like my favorite one. So it's probably gonna replace these, but these are good gel liners, and I'm just gonna use the gel ones today so you can see what they look like in action. But yeah, these are really great gel liners. And then definitely my favorite mascara of the year. Sorry, my mirror was like right in the way. My favorite mascara of the year was this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Like, this was my favorite mascara this year. It's just as good as the Too Faced Better Than Sex. In some ways, I mean, in a lot of ways, I feel like it's even better than that mascara, just because I feel like it makes my lashes look fuller and thicker, and it's cheaper. So yeah, if you love the Too Faced Better Than Sex and you haven't tried this yet, you need to, because this one is so good. And then my favorite lip product this year. The lip liner was my Lancome lip liner in Ideal, and also my Rimmel, gotta dig it out. My Rimmel Exaggerate lip color in Addiction. Like, these two lip liners were my favorite this year. I would use the Lancome today, but it needs to be sharpened so bad, and I cannot find my pencil sharpener to save my life. So I'm just gonna use my Rimmel one today. My favorite lipstick, which I don't even know if you can consider this a lipstick, but this was my favorite lip product this year. This is the Burt's Bees Caramel Lip Shimmer. I just really love this product because it's very moisturizing on your lips. It makes your lips feel really good. The color is beautiful. I really enjoyed this product this year. I feel like my makeup looks a hot mess today because I was trying to like hurry up. And I feel like this side over here needs to be kind of fixed. Like I said, I hope that you all are having a Merry Christmas, and I will see you all in my next video. Wednesday of this week, I'm gonna be doing a New Year's Eve makeup look, and then on Friday, I will have my just regular December beauty favorites. But I will see you all in my next video, and I hope that you guys have an awesome Christmas today. Bye-bye.